Open AutoCAD for the first time, and you are hit with an overwhelming amount of information. You have an infinite grid stretching in every direction, hundreds of specialized icons, and endless ribbons of tools requiring a degree to decode. Faced with this, beginners fall into a specific habit. They treat the workspace like MS Paint, selecting a line tool to draw a box by eye and manually dragging shapes across the screen until things look roughly correct. This leads to a mistake that creates long-term structural issues in a file, drawing every element, walls, plumbing, text, and doors, entirely on the default base layer, known as Layer 0. If we zoom infinitely into this single digital line, you'll notice it never pixelates. That is because AutoCAD is a vector-based engine. Every line, arc, and shape is tethered to pure Cartesian coordinate math. Drafting a multi-story structure using manual habits results in a file full of broken geometry. The system eventually struggles to process the unorganized data, leading to crashes and unscalable projects. Looking at this university syllabus, you see a specific progression. By day 9, the curriculum shifts away from basic shapes, moving into coordinate systems. This milestone marks a shift away from memorizing buttons toward communicating directly with the software's mathematical logic. This logic is what allows a project to scale from a simple box on a screen to a fully functional, collaborative architectural blueprint. The first professional system is the command window, normally docked at the bottom of the screen. This is the heart of the application. Experts bypass the visual icons at the top of the screen by typing standardized aliases. Press L and hit Enter to draw a line. Type Z, then E to instantly zoom to the extents of the entire project. This speed is enhanced by dynamic input, pulling command line prompts directly to the cursor. This allows you to feed length and angle data into the system in real time without looking away from the geometry. Watch how this geometry forms. There is no mouse dragging these lines. Professional drafting relies on inputting precise geometric coordinates, defining spatial relationships with absolute values rather than visual guesswork. Operating through the command line effectively turns the drafting process into a form of geometric programming. But generating precise geometry is only half the battle. We also have to address the chaos created by placing every object on a single layer. The layer system separates distinct components. Here, the floor plan explodes vertically into color-coded sheets for walls, wiring, and plumbing. Assigning objects to specific layers controls their properties globally. A single setting defines line weights and colors, turning raw vectors into a readable schematic. As the drawing grows, professionals use the measure and count commands to query object properties. This verification ensures that dimensions and data remain accurate throughout the design process. Professionals prioritize drawing health. Tools like Purge and Audit act as a system wash, clearing out phantom data and broken references that accumulate over time. Strict layer management and regular health maintenance keep the file mathematically pure, preventing corruption even when a blueprint contains millions of individual vectors. There is a massive bottleneck in drafting, manually drawing identical, complex geometry over and over. For example, if a building has 300 doors, drawing each arc and rectangle individually creates a significant drain on time. The solution for this scalability problem is a system called blocks. We group individual lines and an arc into a single dingodet addition. That door symbol instantly populates across 50 locations on a plan. This enables global editing. Updating the master block automatically pushes that change to every instance simultaneously. Architects collect these definitions into block libraries. Instead of drawing a desk, sketching out a window, or drafting a sink, they pull pre-engineered data directly into new models. Using blocks shifts the workload from repetitive drawing towards strategic data placement and reuse. Let's look back at the chaotic day 1 drawing we saw at the start. By applying absolute coordinates, nesting geometry inside blocks, and organizing data on layers, the chaos resolves into an organized system. Now we reach the critical transition. We move our design from the infinite 1-to-1 scale model space into the fixed, presentation-ready layout space. This part of the syllabus covers the final steps required to complete a blueprint. We apply strict annotation styles, surface hatching, data tables, and precision dimensions to ensure the design intent is communicated clearly. Finally, the Sheet Set Manager takes this web of data and references and configures it into a finalized format for plotting to a PDF. AutoCAD is at its core a data management system. It relies on databases and coordinate math to function as a professional tool. Crossing the Day 9 threshold changes the user's role. The work evolves from sketching shapes on a screen to engineering precise, collaborative blueprints ready to dictate the physical world.